Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Skullgirls Get Great. This is the audio test. We will be starting soon. Please let me know if any of the commentators this week are a little too loud or a little too quiet. We want all of us to be about equally as loud, and the game should be just barely audible. If there are any recommendations that you would like to provide, please feel free to do so. We want the stream to be just perfect for you. I'm gonna go ahead and set up a lobby for you guys. You guys can go ahead and play. Let me know if the audio sounds a little whack. Meanwhile, I will be getting the matchups ready so we can start the stream on time. Skullgirls get timely. Hello?
A prank to follow?
Well, who would the follow?
Oh man.
You guys are really quiet. Hold on, let me fix that.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my.
Everything's fine. My Skullgirls so loud. Heck.
It was really funny yesterday. So one of my good friends I used to room with in college, and he's like, I just found out that one of my old classmates that I've known for a long time is really good at Unist, and I'm like, oh cool. He's like, yeah, and he plays Skullgirls. I'm like, all right, what's his name? Maybe I know him. He's like, I think it's a Sploogey McNoodle, and I was dying.
Oh my
I was like, you used to know Sploogey.
Oh my
God. That's just like small world shit, and I was just like laughing so hard. Not because of Sploogey, just because it was like so random. He's like, oh, so I used to know Sploogey, and I'm like, what?
Of course.
If I ever see him, I'm gonna be like, I used to room with that guy, and then I won't give any other context. I'm just like, I used to room with him. Let's play SG.
Back Sploogey.
Hosting Get Great and doesn't even have a lobby for me to sweep into.
You're right.
Sweep into them.
I fucked up.
Got a license sweep.
I can fix that.
Why does Liam have an open lobby?
Are both of you guys co-hosting, or are you guys just chilling? What's happening?
I'll do whatever.
Awesome. Lobby's created. I'm gonna mute myself for a bit while I get the matchups ready.
Look it up.
Amuse the people.
Oh. Debated.
Yeah, SG wasn't working earlier. I don't know why.
It was broken?
Like, you couldn't make a lobby. I was trying to play with somebody, and none of us could make a lobby that worked.
That is.
And then we restart Steam or like waited or something, and then it just started working.
Mike, fix the game. He's making another port again.
Mike.
What the? Game, please. Oh. Wonderful connection. Oof. Here, hold on. Friends heck. Just join the nap boy.
Yeah.
Are you ready for Bella Fuqua stuff?
Oh, let's do it. Ow. You ready for Team Mickey D's?
We're There's all the golden arches. I'll see him.
My team's sponsored by In-N-Out.
Sponsored by you're loving it.
Sponsored by I'm not blocking it. Uh-oh, this is taking a while.
This is very much taking a while.
Oh, it didn't work.
Oh.
Yellow health bars.
Oh, great.
At least we get to see both Bella's leather hats. There's something like weird in the middle of my screen. It was like a highlighted square that wasn't real. I don't know how to describe it, but it's gone now.
A highlighted square.
Yes.
Might come back to fix the
The
logic.
pinnacle of lag in the workplace.
Just need Mike to come back to fix the game again.
Oh no, you're using white colors.
I gotta use those white colors.
How am I supposed to see shit? I mean, stuff. Alright, we used our bad word and we didn't even start.
Playing for opponents. Oh man. Will lobbies work again?
Music on. I say probably not.
Probably not.
Once I hit the 30s on the timer, I kind of give up.
Yeah.
Yep. I guess I'll restart my game.
I will also restart my game. Oof.
Rage quit.
No, see, that was the whole game right there. Everything's fine.
Maybe Crank may remake your lobby.
Yeah.
Just in case. Otherwise, I'm gonna beat you up in real life.
Put him up in real life. See him a combo breaker. Oof.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to combo breaker this year.
No, that's understandable. I can't go.
I am going to a local con instead, which will be fun because I haven't been there in like 3 years because of combo breaker.
What con is this?
It's just San Jose Fanime. That's what it's called.
A Fanime, nice.
Cons are just shopping sprees for me.
You just go there just to buy the
I'm really
things.
Everyone's like, let's go to this panel. I'm like, no. I'll go there for a day, buy all my shit, and then hang out for another 2 days.
Who needs a panel? Just get in there. Get in there, buy the things, and then we're done. Let's see here. What's a name? Puchinki. Thanks, my dude. Let's remake it all. Kind of. It's a rabbit with a J.
Oh, he typing.
He's going. Boops.
He typing. He clicking.
Boops. Oh man.
I'm just looking at the weekly matchup chat to see him typing.
There's actually a heck ton of people.
Go, Crank, go.
Oh.
I'll be back.
Oh man. There's the pleasure. He's the... Blah, 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 blah. How do I do this again? That's the one. Oh, that should also be this. Oof. Whoops. Blah, 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 blah. Yo, fight me. We gotta see if this works. And hacking sequence is dumb. Let's see. These lobbies have been weird the past few days. I don't know what's going on. Oh man. Oh. I guess it's just whatever connection to pleasure. That's really strange. Okay. Countless. Beautiful. I missed the thing. It's fine.
Gentlemen and ladies, it's showtime!
Alright, who the hell signed up as PPS? In my office anymore.
Oh man. The choreography will be joking. Yeah, it's a thing you can do with them. Shadow now. Beautiful. Let's try to work on this same side 50-50 poncho. It's hard to do though.
Gentlemen and ladies, it's
Man. Punch. That's... Okay, back. Oh my god. They get debated twice by me. That... I don't know. I never seen him get your DP. Oof. That's my dog. No DPs for always. I'll play this. Oh man, that's red. Oh man. Oh my.
Ready, number 13. Let's up the dose. Let's up the dose.
JP voices are generally looked down upon? I'm pretty sure they're just memed upon. You can do whatever you want. I don't know, my voice was looked down upon, I understand, so you should leave.
I'll show you how to deal with predators. Break a leg out there.
Oh. Yep.
Ready for your shot? Let's up the dose.
I didn't want that. Game! Game!
Damn, be going ham on those buttons.
That's what hitbox do.
That's what hitbox. Too
All
many
I have are
buttons.
buttons.
I think hitboxes should replace the buttons with D-pads. Just all D-pads.
Sounds, that sounds like the exact opposite reason I'd use hitbox.
If you a dead man.
9.7.
Dead big
9.7.
bang. Yeah, I found out today that if you stancel Squiggly's Crouching Medium Punch, It's plus 14, which means it can cancel into itself. I don't know what can I do anything with that? I don't think I can. Sounds kind of silly.
Like a cancel into itself? You could
Just do the infinites with it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay.
There's the option select released an article today about how we need infinites to defeat the bad guys because we're only stopping the good guys.
Sounds glorious. Sounds like the best article I need to read. It's not really.
The option select is a godsend. I love that. Yeah, you need to charge stancel it. I mean, charge stancing, crouching medium punch, and crouching heavy punch, and then repeating is actually a pretty good red burst for after first hit. Other than that, though, I don't know. Like, I guess I'm trying to find out if there's a setup I can get into a specific spacing where I can crouching medium punch into crouching medium punch for a infinite burst bait, but it's not intuitive. It's also frame perfect. It's just like not practical.
Get good.
You're right.
Skullgirls Get Good.
This ain't Skullgirls Get Good. Yeah. Pleasure, you know about the Russian stream that like made a clone of us, right?
Yeah, I heard about it.
I find it really funny that they named themselves Skullgirls Get Good because we were based on Skullgirls Get Good, but then they died.
Or full circle now.
Yeah, it all comes together.
It's just like how brands like Fila and Champion are in style now because Americans used to wear it, and then Asian countries made it stylish, and now we're wearing it again.
This is some crazy clothing designers trying to make capes popular again. Love those. Yeah, they're like literally giving like CEO outfits like capes and shit. It's weird.
Serious?
Yeah.
What if they get caught in the plane?
Then they're vampires, they'll be fine. Hey guys, is there any room for Scrubberinos? Yes, absolutely. You can fight our first opponent instead of me doing Electro on them, but you have to have mercy. Actually, could you fight Hydra? That would be a lot better for me. Training Wiz, if you're willing to stick around and fight Hydra, that'd be fantastic. Let's see. Let me take a quick look at those matchups. Yeah. Alright, one last game. Reminder guys, this is the audio test. We will be starting soon. If there are any issues with the audio, please let me know. Obviously you can hear Pleasure's buttons, but that won't be true for long.
Go full power. It's the last one.
Last one? Alright. You're going full power.
Full power.
Alright.
Great, now I'm doing Dynamo.
98% mediocrity, let's go.
90. Let's do it.
When did Hydra move up from being beginner? When they chose to. Reminder that what's it called? Beginner and intermediate brackets are determined by you. Like, you get to choose where to enter. We'll recommend which one you can go in, but we can't stop you from joining intermediate if you really, really want to. We probably won't give you advice that you really need to focus on if you really are a beginner. But if Hydra thinks that he's ready, Hydra can do a 240 on Dizzy consistently and kind of knows a little bit of neutral, understands his character pretty well, then he's good to go. Edwins, you will be first. Right after this matchup, we're going to go ahead and start the stream. Start the official stream. You have the thing to do in 30 minutes. Whatever, we should be fine. Alright, I believe in you. I hope we can stay long enough. Also, 38 minutes is oddly specific. Wingling Ace, I think your name is actually Confidence, isn't it? I think it's both. Whatever. It is 3 games flat. There's no first 2 in Skullgirls Get Gr8. It's not like an actual competitive thing, because we don't want to like limit your advice because you got bodied or anything like that, right? Like, if it was a first 2-5, then you would only play 5 games and you guys were completely even. That would be kind of stupid. So, because it's an advisory stream, we try to make sure you guys play a flat amount of games. We will be playing 3 games this week because we have a heck ton of participants. We have 14 people signing up. It's been a minute since we had that many. We're back in the good old days when we used to get like 22 every week. That was crazy.
Remember that.
I finish playing and I'm like, oh, it's 8 PM. That's nice.
Oh, where'd my weekend go?
Yeah, where'd my weekend go? My weekend is 4 hours, guys. My job sucks. Oh, you accidentally signed up for intermediate bracket? Okay, that's fine. You'll play at the end of the beginner bracket, Hydra.
It's too late for that. I'm just...
Your fate is sealed.
Wow, that didn't suck.
Oh, wow. I didn't do the heck.
Hydra versus Train.
Okay.
Wait, is Training Wheels... Hold up.
Accidentally.
I'm gonna assume Training Wheels... Ones? I don't know how to say that. I'm just gonna assume you're Training Wheels. Yeah, like the actual Training Wheels. There we go.
It looks like it's supposed to say once, but it's not.
It's like dulce, but like spelled with an O. I don't know how to say that.
I don't know either.
When are we notified that we're gonna play? I mean, when it's your turn, we'll at you guys. Ideally, well, I mean, alright, so, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Skullgirls Get Gr8. While you are participating today, please join our group chat that can be found by typing !GG8 chat, I think. Yeah, that'll take you to our Steam group page. You can click join chat on the right-hand side. You don't have to be a part of our Steam group, just please join our chat. That's the main way we will be communicating with you to make sure you guys join the lobby when it is your time to shine on stream. While you are playing, make sure you're connected to Ethernet. Make sure you are playing with... Hold on a second. The proper GGPO setup. What am I forgetting? Make sure you have paused the stream. That's what I was thinking.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Be in the chat. Be in the chat.
Yeah, preferably be in the chat, but like obviously keep your stream paused just to help your connection as best as possible. This week we don't have intercontinent matches, but that is not uncommon for us to have that. So, like for future reference, please make sure that you guys are maximizing whatever you can to get the best connection possible so we can give the most relevant advice possible. What we do here is we try to match you up against a relatively even opponent. We can't promise it'll be a perfectly even opponent. We do the best we can with the people who have volunteered, and we give you constructive criticism on what you need to improve on your play to get to the next level. Obviously, we won't tell you everything that's wrong with your play because improvement happens in steps. There's no point in completely destroying you. You need to learn in steps. So with me today, I have two wonderful co-hosts. We got the button mashing pleasure and JP.
Hello.
Get good.
So the only thing I was able to hear over your buttons previously is that you're not making a combo breaker, and I'm very, very hurt.
See, that pizza wasn't as good as I thought it was, so
What
I'm gonna
the
have to
fuck?
cancel it.
Oh,
But what about the poop stories? Didn't the poop stories make it worth it?
Hacking.
No, I'm definitely not going.
Pleasure that pushes buttons. Yeah, you're right. The pleasure of pushing buttons.
Pleasure.
Hello! Glad to see you here, Noosh. Noosh 2? Oh my god.
Noosh?
Noosh 2, Noosh harder.
Noosh 1? Noosh 2?
New Jew?
Oh, no.
Blackfish, bluefish.
Quick, hit me with that heckin' invite. 'Cause Steam's so great.
Alright, well, I'm gonna hit you with a heckin' invite. And I'm gonna hit Yo-Yo with the heckin' kick. Get out. Let's see. JP. Invite to lobby. And pleasure. Wait, it's a lobby. I'm gonna hit up an invite to Adwins and their opponent as well. Adwins will be, of course, going up against what Wildebeest round 1. Has Wildebeest been around? Because I don't actually remember them.
I don't remember.
A long time ago.
Dang.
Yeah.
Long,
Felt like
I actually do.
ages.
Long time ago.
Let's see. Is Wildebeest around? Hey there, Hakuyer. It's been a minute. Ohio. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can find their what's it called page.
Hakuyer lives. Man.
Yeah, it's been a minute since Hakuyer's been around. Hakuyer was around since the Josh B days, if I remember correctly.
That is true, yes.
Alright, so it seems like Wildebeest has been offline for over 7 hours. It's very possible that the very first matchup has already been compromised.
Very, very much. Alright.
Well then.
Well then, I guess we're gonna open lobby. Words. Those are words.
Yeah, okay. So, any mid-level intermediate player who would like to participate today, feel free to jump on into the lobby. Just go ahead and volunteer, and I'll send you guys an invite. Let me look at the people who register. I want to see if there's somebody who would be a good matchup.
Dudes that ain't here.
I mean, I guess I could give Yo-Yo Edwins, but I feel like that's kind of mean. Edwins hasn't played in a hot minute. I would like to welcome him back to the community by not having him fight Yo-Yo.
Maybe Robot? Would Robot be alright?
Robot might be alright. Hey, Robot, you want to jump in? If you're here? I don't actually know if you're here.
Let me see. He might. I think he has to be pinged. Okay.
I was playing with him earlier.
Robot.
He's somewhere.
Also, while we're trying to get our hands on an opponent, reminder that the previous bajillion minutes was a audio test. Did we hear any issues? It's like I hear Plush's buttons is like the only feedback we ever got.
Just the buttons.
Which I guess is usually a good thing.
Yes.
The best kind.
Push my buttons. But you can't, because you won't be a combo breaker. Are you going to any major this year?
No.
Damn. Keep it chill.
I don't want to travel just for something like that. I mean, it'd be cool, but it's a lot of money. And I want to buy shoes.
You want to buy shoes?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, heck.
what kind of shoes are you buying? Are you like straight up like diving into Yeezys? Like what are we talking here?
Nobody knows.
Oh man. Oh heck, bro.
So I just found out that the Colombier Sangue, I don't know how to pronounce it. Some French airport looks like Leviathan's tail. Google just showed me.
Interesting.
Yes, fascinating.
Valkyrie is asking for plays, I guess.
Valkyrie, if you can handle the NAEU connection, probably. Edmonds has fluctuating connection. I kind of want an NA opponent in that case. Sorry about that.
Robots over there playing Overwatch apparently.
Oh, okay.
No.
So Robot's MIA. In that case, I'll dive in with Silas quickly. I'll see what happens.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't played in 2 years, basically.
That's a lie. You liar. Oh, you playing 10 minutes ago.
I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, I'm trying to lab back to how I used to be, but, like, I lost to a Fortune that just did jumping leg kick all day. Like, didn't even combo. Just jumping leg kick all day. I can't.
That's the solo struggle.
Solo struggle.
It is the solo struggle.
Alright. Meanwhile, guys, keep an eye on chat. If anybody volunteers for the open lobby, let me know.
Shall indeed.
It's good to be out. This is Tuna with Megan! Showtime!
Take this. Grab. Panic. Oh, try for the fuzzy. Gotta be a little fast. Overhead. Oh, we just didn't block it off. That's... Okay. Chinauto. Oh, took light. I think. Did we try for the two frames?
Oh, I messed up.
Oh, whoops.
Worked out.
That took. Nice over there. Oof, crouch slide. Those charges. Nice block. Oh, that's important. Oh, interesting. No, it's really stupid. Ever since the changes, you gotta do the thing. Starting from light on the bigger characters now. Gravedigger. If you didn't push luck in the air, actually would have been punished and you landed on the ground. Aldous with the confirms. Over the overhead. Oh man, horse.
My
Wow,
car
cancel.
canceled that.
That was crazy. Oh my god, that grab from forever. Nah, but you're already in the corner, my dude.
Oh, I thought you
Level
pressed the
3.
jumping arc kick. My bad.
Yeah. I thought he was gonna go for a jump medium kick, and then I thought that would have worked better.
I mean, I waited till I saw the startup of it, but she just kind of twirled around for no reason. I thought she only twirls it.
Yeah.
That was weird.
I was waiting for the JMK so you could do level 3, and then it didn't happen.
And based on that, it looked like Adam's mind kind of went blank when I started applying pressure, because they just started down backing like really, really obsessively, and they didn't really make an active attempt to get out. This is something that took me like 2 years to learn, but up forwarding is it's like really, really good when you're under pressure. It weaves around a lot of things. There are very few characters in the game that have an anti-air, and I promise you Squiggly is not one of them. Let's see.
What do you mean? Yo-Yo's found the best one. Just raw liver mortis.
Time to operate.
Just what?
Just raw liver mortis.
Raw liver mortis is the best anti-air in the game. I mean, I guess you can't get grabbed. I guess that fixes. You know, that's not like. That's actually not the worst idea.
It's not. It works more times than Yo-Yo care to admit, but.
And you get a. Well, you still need to spend a meter to convert. Stupid.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah. Hey, GHK for the space. This is totally control, especially the game version. Oh, man. That was a long range push. I can't believe this.
I crossed up.
Oh, cross. Okay. Cross under. Interesting. Our knockdown? Endless? No, okay. I guess. Oh, whoop. Oh, wait for the grab instead. Nice off back. Oh. Oh. We're gonna stance with this.
Surprised I couldn't punch that.
Oh. Cool call. Nice. Punish thesis.
So hard conversion.
Oh, interesting. I feel like that's more viable if you've got charges rather than just doing it that way.
The thing is, if you do one hit of standing light punch into a throw, it's actually way better than doing 2 hits of standing light punch into standing throw. Both are valid, but one of them is just significantly more or harder to react to.
Right. Is it minus when you do 2 lights with Squirrely?
-1, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. 1 hit is +9 though, because reasons.
Yeah, it makes sense. Of course.
Alright, Adams, let's see if you've learned how to deal with zoning. Actually, I think you originally could deal with zoning, but let's see if you remember how to deal with zoning. I certainly hope I lose here.
Is it the peacock? It is.
The Pikachu.
According to Peacock. The best skin. The faces.
I'm kind of sad that Airshow George isn't called the Peacock Pit.
That would be great. Man.
Oh.
Oh. Eyes up for goose. Elephant. Reach for the sky.
It's weird because you're canceling standing heavy punch before it comes out.
Yeah.
I can't recognize the.
You're right. There it is. It's kind of
I'm like,
spooky.
when would you done?
It makes it itself. That's fun. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's fine. What's fine? IPS. Confirms.
What? And then with the red
Okay.
Oh man. Eyes of Argus!
What? What?
You give an extended hurt box when the peacock part comes out.
Oh,
That's a hurt box?
Yeah, it's a hurt box. Yeah. you can
I
kind
never
of.
thought about it, but I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I would have guessed that.
Whoa, hey!
You thought. Yeah, no, SBO is actually not a good tool against Peacock, believe it or not.
It is not. No.
A lot of people recommend, oh my god, you have center stage SBO, that's what you should be doing. No. What you want to do is you want to wait till the heavy item drop falls, block it, jump afterwards, double jump obviously, and then when you're half a screen away, you want to use jumping hard punch actually, then convert with SBO.
That makes sense. I can do that.
Oh damn, I put myself into the hurt box.
Oh, that's fine. He dropped it. Oh, oh, oh man, oh man. The Texas, the grab.
Snap! When you get the next one.
Oh,
I should have used a lot more money. I mean, I wasn't playing Peacock the way Peacock should be played, but nonetheless, you were able to weave around. You were vulnerable to air grabs. I got to show that off once, a lot. Jumping in on Peacock is actually kind of risky. You only want to do that if you're already stuck a little bit closer than half screen away. That's just squiggly specific stuff, though. I mean, and also you obviously have boat. You probably shouldn't have even really tried to play squiggly too much. You should have tried either DHC out, so you have segment armor to get through the bullets, or you know, boat into heavy DP. Car canceled that boat into heavy DP. You might disagree. Tell me.
He did a ton
Well,
of grab resets, so
Yeah.
just gonna say that. Like,
yeah.
even if you get the grab resets, which you probably won't as many times as you did in a real match, they scale to 50%, and then you get like nothing off it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the reason he went for a lot of grab resets actually was because of punch move, just
because
punch
they're
move is.
DP.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, but I think he would have done it anyway. To be honest,
Yeah.
just something to think about.
Yeah. And I mean, this doesn't apply to Squiggly, but in general, if you want to go for a lot of grab resets, go for like command grabs or grab supers because they scale to 55, so you at least get that 5% extra.
Oh yeah.
Every little bit helps, dude. But well played, good stuff. Glad to see that you're back, Edwins, getting back into the swing of things. Jump less.
Yeah.
I was thinking since it was 3v1, I should go for a bunch of resets in a row. Yeah, but grab resets are not the way to go. You have a lot, especially when you're Squiggly, you have high lows for days. Yeah, you're not banned where you're like tunnel visioned into a second low, but that instantly ends a combo. So really take advantage of everything you can do. Stanceling like second light punch into a grab is like, I mean, the second light punch you shouldn't have been stanceling that into a grab at all. That's like a really weird one. Just one hit of stancel into going for a low throw is like, or not one hit of light punch, not stancel, into a low throw is like 10 out of 10. Nuge saying you usually like to do some sort of warm up to play your mains, so I can easily do some combos. I know, yeah. I highly recommend that all players, like before they like play Skullgirls, always go into the lab and try to just do your B&B 10 times. This applies to like tournaments and stuff too. Like when you go to tournament setups, you usually want to try doing your B&B 10 times because almost every TV has like at least like a millisecond of different input delay than every other TV you play on. So just being able to do that to quickly warm up and like get a feel for your execution and everything is pretty important. Use quick matches for warm-ups. I don't like using quick matches for warm-ups because 89.9% of the time I get like some sort of European opponent or laggy opponent or something like that, and then it's not going to be the perfect example, right? I'm not saying that it's impossible to play those kinds of opponents. It's just it's not a good warm-up. It's not going to give you a good feel of how you're going to play. So
I actually agree with you. I would rather do Q1.
Really?
Because I don't need to practice my B&Bs. I need to practice blocking and neutral before a match.
Oh, okay. I'm the opposite. My blocking is usually on point, but my B&Bs drop like crazy, and also my set plays, which Yo-Yo doesn't know about apparently, or doesn't fully understand, which I'll explain when we get to Yo-Yo. Also, regarding jumping, I did what I remembered versus Peacock, but I forgot how to actually maneuver around her. Also, remember you have a second jump. You have a lot of jumps.
Double jumps.
Double jumps are good.
You want to jump over the plane.
Yeah.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, you want to, as the plane's coming down, you want to neutral hop, and then that's after the item's already come. You usually want to block the item, neutral hop over the plane, and then jump forward with your second jump, and that's how you gain the maximum distance. And then you're usually like one neutral jump away from a standing or jumping hard punch. Otherwise, you might have jump forward.
Character, air dash over the George, and then block. And then just once you're halfway through the screen, just up forward and block as soon as you jump. And don't push block.
Goddamn it, Drills.
Oh, because whenever Jill says something, it's like it's bound to be profound. It's bound to be full of wisdom. Glad to see you, Drills. Glad you could make it.
That's Drills.
Nice to see you here. Noosh QM is quick match, just so you know.
Yes.
Okay. It's also good to see the next two opponents, which are going to be Confidence versus...
A lecture.
Yeah, it's gonna be Electric, so it's gonna be me again.
Me.
How wild is that?
Oh.
Oh, I forgot to put that in the weekly in the posts I did everywhere. I forgot to put Edwin's set. I gotta go back and do that eventually, for record. Anyway, all right, let's do this. Confidence, you here?
Where you at?
Yeah,
Where's
wait.
your
Of course you're
confidence?
here. I've seen you in chat. Where is the Steam group chat?
Which Steam chat?
I believe they start with a W. Yeah, winning.
Like
Weenling Ace.
Yeah. That. I just fuck confidence queuing. Which confidence?
I'll see if I can find him in Discord also. Oh, cool. They're here. Awesome.
They have arrived. That's quite the icon.
Always mysterious.
Just unzipping my pants.
I understand. It's a very long zipper for pants.
I have very long pants.
That'll be fine. Just gotta hit the ready up button. It'll be great. Oh, see you later, Edwins. Bye.
Peace.
Peace be with you, young traveler.
Alright, Weenling Ace, go ahead and press... I don't know if you've ever done lobby play before, but you press standing leg kick. Whatever button that's mapped to. You press that on the set ready button. And when you're set ready, it'll automatically queue up against somebody. There you go.
That's the one.
It's always interesting, because like once every six-ish months, someone will join that has never done lobby play before. That's crazy, because like anyone who's played Skullgirls like never goes on quick match and just does lobby play.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, they play Valentine Band. That's exciting. They
Okay,
play two
interesting.
characters.
Yeah, 2 characters. Interesting. In well, what I would consider reverse order, but you play whatever character you want in any way. But like, band point is interesting with Val language.
He's playing the Shadow Realm Dementia.
Yeah. Found about a smashed local 10 minutes away from his house. A few people were interested in Skullgirls, so we went out listening and wound up getting a hit. Oh man,
Who was it? Who said that?
that's Drills.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Pretty
he
awesome.
just made it Skullgirls local.
That's how it's done.
Oh man, JMK. Oh man, we're going with the DP. Oof. Airmail. Alright. Give me it. That's lock paper scissors. That's a. Alright, gonna be careful about ending your block string heavy moves there, so they can help me punish the way Crank did. Opa. Oh, almost. Oh. Broken Hearts. The raw tag. Careful about the raw tag.
The punish.
Oh
What
my god,
the-
that crossed up. I'm done. Okay. Never seen that cross up before.
Is this Valentine probably a reference to something?
Officer Jennings.
Hi.
See it?
That's not safe. there's a lot of broken hearts. So whenever you see a lot of the broken hearts, that means you're getting counter hit. It means the move that you were attempting to press has been pressed against. Therefore, you're done.
You were mashing.
Pressing a lot of buttons there, friend.
Yeah, okay, so there's a few things I wanted to talk about. So one thing is, like, I kind of like when you're pressing buttons right now. A lot of it feels like you're just not familiar enough with your characters, and that's why you're being hesitant to press buttons. But you're actually pressing buttons at, like, a really good pace. You're never pressing them for no reason. You're not, like, playing Smash where you're just pressing, jumping, light kicking, going up and down over and over again, which is something a lot of beginners do. And you're also not mashing a lot of specials for no reason. Like, a common big band mistake is just always use brass over and over and over again, or always use DP over and over and over again. You're not doing that, which is cool. What you should be doing, though, is being calmer on pressing buttons out of pressure. So the thing is, I don't want to talk too much about frame data right now, because obviously you're beginner bracket, and frame data can be pretty complicated. To put very simply, there are certain moves that are safe, and there are certain moves that are not safe. This is a fundamental rule in all fighting games. And there's a right and wrong time to press buttons. Skullgirls is a weird game to learn this, because Skullgirls, you can almost make anything safe if you really try hard enough and you really want to. Because we're a team fighter, we have assists and things like that. In general, though, you gotta be careful when you're pressing buttons. So what JP and Pleasure were talking about, there was a lot of broken hearts. Whenever you see a broken heart sprite come above you, that means you pressed a button when it wasn't your turn. Like when I had advantage, like when I had time to press a button and you didn't. So you gotta be careful when you're pressing buttons. Though there was one time where you pressed crouching light kick to get out of pressure when Parasol was hitting you, and after I did a heavy and you blocked it. So that was the correct time to do it. Heavies in general are always unsafe, so you gotta be careful about that. For Parasol specifically, mediums are also unsafe.
Also for Parasol specifically, lights are also safe.
See, like, that was punishable. That was a heavy. That was not punishable.
Parasol on hit. Stand like punch -9.
There we go. You got a medium counter punish. That's how it's done.
Oh.
How does this character work?
With the Valentine?
Yeah. I don't understand her. Oh, I messed up the dash.
We had pretty much full screen confirms, almost full screen confirms with bypass.
You really?
Player 1 wins.
Okay, so another thing I noticed, this is something I kind of wanted to test out for sure, is you're forgetting you actually have specials. So the good thing I talked about last time might actually be a weakness of yours, because you gotta remember you actually do have specials in the first place. When I reminded you that you can load a vial by loading a vial 3 times, you started loading a vial and you left yourself vulnerable. Be familiar and remember what special buttons you have, because they're the main tools that make your character really, really special. On top of that, always remember to use them when you think it is the appropriate time. Loading a vial can only be done when your opponent's knocked down, or if you think they're not going to approach you, for one reason or another. For now, try to stick to only loading a vial when it's safe. That's a character-specific detail. Poison vial is really, really useful, because if you saw, when I gave an example of something where it's unsafe for you to press a button, I threw a projectile after I did my heavy attack, right? So that's a good situation where you want to have projectiles ready. Not necessarily a poison vial, but just in general, that's when you're going to want to use projectiles. So keep vials ready for when you get a hit confirmed, because poison does a lot of damage. Keep awareness on when projectiles should be used, things like that.
I think in general, you should just sit down and learn what each of your buttons are for.
Yeah. So I was gonna save that for the end of the set, but you need to check out the Skullgirls B&B Compendium. The best way to get familiar with your character is to learn a B&B, and obviously big combos are great and fun and do a ton of damage, but that's not why they're important. They're just really important so you know what your character can do. You need to know your links. You need to know what, like.
I'm talking more specifically about neutral.
Really?
Like,
okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to approach with something in the air, on the ground. What button do I use?
pretty much.
What block string is good? What do I do if my block string doesn't work?
How do I make my block string quote unquote safe, or at least less minus than it already is?
Like if I'm Big Ben and Valentine's jumping in the air, what do I do? Or right there, if my crouching heavy punch gets blocked, what do I do?
What do I do to make it slightly up under the situation? Which is fine.
So here's a small trick, because I know you were looking for it. You try to get a little bit closer because I knew your heavy brass wouldn't hit me if you were corner to corner. If you do standing hard kick into brass, like power cancel that into brass, you'll be able to hit full screen. That's a kind of a quirky trick that you have to, and that's also a lot of terminology that you might not be familiar with. Power canceling means like before the attack would even hit, go ahead and cancel that into specials. In case you did not play a tutorial, first of all, I recommend you play the tutorial. But second of all normals can be canceled on whiff into specials in this game. It's kind of a Skullgirls thing.
Those things. Is that also a Marvel thing? A Marvel 2 thing?
I don't know if it's a Marvel 2 thing. I wouldn't be surprised, but it's generally unorthodox for that to be a thing.
For what?
For special or normals to be cancelable into specials on whiff.
I don't know. Probably.
Yeah, you usually can't car cancel normals into specials for no reason.
Right back after these messages.
Most fighting games. I don't know if it's like a team fighter thing generally, but like it might be a Marvel 2 thing. I wouldn't be surprised if it was carried over from Marvel 2. Like it's like a thing. If you're not familiar with all these terms, then I highly recommend you play the tutorial. That was 3 Games Conference, unfortunately. That is all the time we have for today. So focus on the few things we talked about, practice, and then next week we got round 2. Go ahead and do it.
And join the Discord so you can ask questions.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's super important. Our Discord went public some 2.5 years ago. Join there, and we have channels dedicated for you to ask us questions. So anytime you're concerned about something or don't understand any terminology, ask us. We're there.
It'll be like, what do I do with band? It's like, okay, we'll find it out. We'll find out for you.
Thank you, JP, for linking the BNB compendium. Appreciate it. Alright, so I would also like to thank Brenvitz and Fawning to join the lobby right now. Ask them to? Whatever, sure.
All the things. Thank you for joining.
I will
us
thank
on-
you soon enough, because you're going to join the lobby.
That one's weird.
I actually don't know where Brenvitz is. I do see Fawning.
There's a fawn. He's fawning around.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Bonk. Oh, where is it at? What?
Who joined? We got Brenvitz. Okay, cool. So Brenvitz is already ready to go.
Cool.
I at Fawning already. They're in Skullgirls, so I know they're here.
They're called mint glands? Is that interesting? Mint glands. Oh, sounds like here. There's the fawning.
Fawning is here.
Oh man.
Alright, Brenvitz is ready to go. Fawning is winding up.
Wind it up.
There we go. I think. Yeah. Drills, right now I'm still trying to finish the trials. Once I finish all the trials for Parasol, I am going to learn from Penny. I can forward Penny's teachings to you, but you also might want to get it straight from the source.
Yeah. Ever since Penny made all the tutorials and stuff, I'd see it more in Quick Match now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lonesome, I've kind of hit this point where it's just like, I see cool tech online, and I'm like, I want to be able to do that, and I just kind of do it. Like, I don't see why I don't learn all the characters at this point. I've played Skullgirls for 7 years. I don't think it's gonna go away.
When I'm gonna
It's like 80% of my life anyway.
Feel that. Feel that. I did a crash course at some point. I don't know that it was saved on Twitch though, which makes me a little sad.
Did you
I'll
upload it to
refresh.
YouTube? I thought you made a Fuko guide, or maybe it was Kenji. Like Kenji had was dedicating a time to make a Fuko guide. And
Yeah,
then...
Kenji was. Yeah, that was,
Makes
I was
sense
hoping it
because
was that.
Kenji's the one who complains about everyone putting their shit on Twitter.
Yeah. So like,
They're like, look at this cool thing that you'll never find anywhere because it's on Twitter. Even if we tag it,
Yeah, it's
still not gonna find it.
raw tag. Okay.
the fact that the entire fighting game community, not just for Skullgirls, but like pretty much everywhere, seems to use Twitter as a main way to communicate. It's so stupid. Well, you'll be at a major and be like, "Hey, yo, where you at?" And you'll be like, it'll be like live tweets, like get to each
Yeah.
other. Like, why?
It kind of
Yeah, let's just use YouTube to find each other.
Yeah, YouTube comment section. That's where
Right
true love
here.
is found.
That's much more.
That was a cool use of crouching medium kick. There's a meaty, it means they have to fall into it.
Oh man.
Not necessarily
What?
the best option there because it's a multi-hitting move, and you usually want to hit confirm with a strong move when you know
Oh,
you can punish. Raw tags are hilarious.
Raw tags are hilarious. So be careful with the raw tags though. That's something you wanna do all the time because it makes you predictable. Also, it just seems like you're just pressing a lot of buttons. So I don't
Oh,
think-
that's something I forgot to bring up too. Confidence last round. But yeah, like raw tagging is super risky. People think it's super cool because like, oh man, I'm invulnerable, and another character comes out, and then they have a whole bunch of health, and also like I get to hit
They
them.
get
That's so
blocked in
exciting. But as soon as you get blocked, you lose like 80% of your health. So like, don't do
Pretty
that.
much. Don't especially
Raw
if you're trying
tagging
to
is
save your phone.
super dangerous. There's a value to it when you surprise your opponent, which I think JP was saying, and I accidentally spoke over him. But
Yeah, it's so good. Oh god.
yeah, see, it's like all these raw tags, like they could end up getting you screwed real bad. So I recommend dropping the habit
no.
early while you can. See, like that. That's what will happen. Like people will just wait for you to come out, and then
Ugh.
like they'll hit you, and they'll do a huge combo on you, and you'll die.
Yeah. On Fallout's end though, it looks like they're trying to get the hang of the buttons and stuff. There's like some sort of kind of recognition a little bit on things. Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh god. Swing. Ooh. Okay. They're trying to solve a point?
Fawning, I recommend you watch the top 8 of Skullgirls Combo Breaker 2017. It's when Wing Zero played solo Philia and got to second place. It played incredibly well, but it was the prime example of Philia movement. It's like the best way to understand how Philia movement works. So you'll learn a lot of movement options. Philia can wave dash. Philia can, I mean, obviously, like her dash weaving is super good. She can needle between a lot of hitboxes. So being aware of all the movement options you have is really important, especially because it seems like you really enjoy Philia movement. You were air dashing all over the place.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Interesting. You're right, Yo-Yo. It's a very easy way to get bitted. Oof.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brazil, the West Coast. Oof.
I always find it so cool how, like, I was just looking at how many people are currently viewing this thing. We get more viewers on this than we get on B8.
Yeah.
I always find it so
Kind of
strange.
fascinating. It's fascinating.
I like
It's on
that.
the weekends.
Oh, it's also on the weekends. That's a good point.
That's true. Everybody's more chill on the weekends.
Hey there, Servon. Good to see you here.
It's Sarvon. Oh,
It's also, I guess, at a nicer time for EU. I know that for sure.
that's true. It's not like too late into the night. It's like,
Yeah, it's like early morning if you do it on Wednesdays for EU.
oh my god, no one uses that anymore. No one confers to that like that anymore.
That was exciting. I'm glad that I didn't even know that worked.
Yes, it does.
What was that?
It's super vanilla, that one.
I-
Oh, man.
You just lost all your meter.
Super meter negative.
So something you gotta know about Squiggly is that Squiggly is super dependent on meter. 80% of her conversions requires SPO. Otherwise, she's just not a viable character. So be very picky with how you spend your meter. Just letting you know.
No conversions. That's a lot of buttons. That's a DP.
Grab. Okay, so what you don't, I mean, that's one way to raw tag in if you really want to switch characters. What you actually should have been doing is you should have been doing crouching hard punch there. So after that grab, you can confirm with a heavy. That's a launcher. It lets you do your air combos. And air combos are cool.
Oh,
For Valentine's.
no, it's not a combo that works. Unfortunately. Oh wow! Well,
I was like,
that
it's like
stun
a
is so
time that's
beautiful.
happened.
It's like doing fridge.
That never
Oh,
gets
man.
old. Never gets old.
Oh, another one, another one. 1 and 2 and hollow ground. No confirm. We don't
Okay.
know.
So if you have punch charge, I mean, you clearly know how charges work, apparently. So if you have punch charge, after you knock your opponent down with the jumping, with not the Syria Tremolo, which is like the hard kick one, you used up your kick charge. But you'll notice that they bounce on the ground and then it flashes purple. When it flashes purple, that means you have an OTG. When there's an OTG, that means you can convert off of that. You have like, I think 11 frames or something to convert off of, maybe 14 frames. So what that means is like right after they flash purple like that, what you immediately want to do is use Syria center stage, which is using up your punch charge for your medium punch special. And then you can convert with SBO. Again, another reason why SBO is super important, and having meter is super important for Skullgirls.
Okay.
I want to see someone make a combo where part of the combo is countering a Lenny that you put down.
Countering a Lemmy.
Can you counter Lenny?
Well, it hits everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, can you? Wait. Oh, that's what you're saying. So your own
Yeah.
Like,
Lenny.
play Peacock, tag into Valentine after putting Lenny down, and then counter it.
Counter
with
as it
combo.
explodes. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds
You could probably do some cool shit with that with just Bella's Reflect.
Yes.
I don't think you can reflect
No.
Lenny.
You cannot reflect the Lenny. No.
That's suppressive.
Otherwise,
It's suppressive.
otherwise
I feel
no.
like you could have done that before though.
I think you could have. Because I made a joke about reflecting Lenny, and someone's like, "You can't do it anymore."
Yeah.
Damn.
And I was like, I think could.
Feels
That'd be
bad.
that'd be really sad.
Yeah.
Explosions are just projectiles. It's fine.
Yeah, the second time is an American reset. But also, if you use H-Dive for the second time in a combo, cancel into, I think, your MH SBO, you can actually convert and hit him into that SBO and keep going. I don't actually know if that link works anymore, but like it's like a really silly thing you can do. I don't recommend it. It's just funny.
I presume that would work better on taller characters, right?
Doesn't really matter, actually.
Hmm.
Because you just launch them into like the last 2 or 3 hits of SBO.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Reseda is a golden god. I love that guy. Does he still play this game? I miss him.
Every now and again, he's mostly just on Central Fiction.
Okay. He was my first positive experience in Skullgirls. He was like the only person I ever met that was like super friendly. And he would beat me like 80-0. And I'd be like, oh, that was fun. He'd be like, you're weird. Get good.
Go Brazil. Well,
Is it laggy on their end, or they
No.
just...
I mean, I
might
see a little bit of lag just from spectator perspective, so I can only assume there's a little bit of roughness.
probably a little bit like
Oh, whoa! I didn't think it hit that far back.
it's hella far back, dude.
God, raw attack for
Something
days.
Massive.
This is
Oh
scary.
my god. A silver cord. It's totally punishable if he did to Gregor.
So reminder, affiliate air movement. You should air dash more.
You should actually be air dashing way more. Philly is like one of the fastest characters in the heckin' video game. Like, you should be up in Squiggly's face.
Yeah. Squiggly getting your daily workout in.
Oh man. Gotta get those hoops.
I wish I could do that. Just transition from like jump roping to instantly like whipping a rope around in the circles.
Oh.
Sounds hard.
Oh my god. Raw attack. Oh man. Oh, so many counters.
Nice.
Oh, we
See,
dodged
this is
that
why
some.
we stay in the air. We do.
That
We
grab.
got counter hit grab. Counter hit does mean that the grab is untechable, but on the other hand, it also means that like you're instantly scaled your counter hit combo to 50%. As Pleasure mentioned before, scaling to or doing a lot of grab resets means, or get a grab hit confirms, quote unquote, is like a bad way to get any damage on your opponent because it cuts your damage in half.
Yeah.
Also, I noticed fawning, you end your block strings on heavies. When you get blocked on your light and medium, or you need to practice that basically. Like when after you press light and medium and you notice you're being blocked, don't press the heavy button unless you plan on like card canceling into a not card canceling, just canceling on block into a special or something, like to trick your opponent. It is highly unrecommended. You could technically go into a special and then a super and then DHC out to make yourself safe, but you can't really do that when you're playing solo.
Yeah.
In general, try to stop pressing buttons after a medium. In fact, a lot of at the highest level, a lot of players say you actually don't ever need to go past 2 hits of a light.
Yep.
No, you don't.
You don't.
Get a round of applause for our contestants.
The animation of 2 hits is like way more than enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Pleasure is definitely one of those top players I was referring to. Undeniably.
ooh.
Goes to every major.
Everyone that Crank's not going to. I'm having real pizza without him.
Oh my god. Are you going to DTN and getting New York style pizza?
Oh god.
Don't go to DTN.
No, please do not go to DTN.
Defend the pineapple.
If you do go to DTN, go after you've been to a good majors. Because as much as I respect the scene there, they do not respect the players.
They absolutely do not. Not at all. I thought we were on main stage. Weren't on main stage. Thought we were in the basement. Not on basement. Back to main stage. Very confusing time.
I thought the most annoying part was that we had to move the bracket up by 2 hours and like nobody was warned. It was like the bracket was supposed to be at 11. It's like 9 a.m. We're like, all right, let's get in some 2 hours of warm up so we get there. And they're like, all right, time to start bracket. And we're like, what the fuck? 30% of the people aren't here. How could you do that?
Yeah. And then just had to DQ everyone because they're just like, we're just running the thing. Like, oh, that sucks. Okay.
That was also the first time I've seen the top 6 on stage. Not top 8, not top 4. It's top 6.
I still find that weird.
Yeah. What isn't weird are the next 2 opponents. I lied. That's kind of weird. Poopy ass versus dry eyes. Let's go.
I wonder if that's our correlation here. You got poopy ass.
If you have a
Dry
poopy
eyes.
ass, you have dry eyes. You're dehydrated. Hey there, poopy ass. Glad you made it. See, I'm trying to debate whether I should call you poopy or ass, and neither one of them are like acceptable.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's call you Pooh Bear. Go ahead and join the game.
Let's call it pass.
Oh yeah, call him pass. There you go. Just a reminder to poopy ass, in case you want to join the lobby, use this link.
It's the link. It's returning once. He has returned.
Link confirmed for Smash. All 14 of them.
Oh heck.
I'm so disappointed Joker didn't come out on April Fool's Day, considering he's the Fool card.
You would think, right?
Yeah.
I saw the trailer. It looked pretty good in April Fool's Past. Like, oh, okay.
I'm so ready. Also the Royale, like whenever that happens, that's gonna be good.
Heck, first I hear that one. What's that one?
The Royale is it's like they're replacing the main character of Persona 5 with a female protagonist. They've done this before once. I think they did for Persona 3. And then with the female protagonist, it's just supposed to be the same game, but it's heavily implied that it's not the same game because the trailer where they leaked the Persona 5 The Royale, you see the main character who's like, she's currently just called Jane because Jane Doe. She just kind of says, wow, I really like the Phantom Thieves, but I don't like how they handle things, and that's all her dialogue is. It's in Japanese. And it's like, well, if she already knows about the Phantom Thieves, then it can't be the exact same game.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's gonna happen.
Good perspective. That was an amazing anti-air. Oh man.
That's spacing!
Oh man. Oh, almost.
Oh, drops that link. That's unfortunate.
Ba. I guess we're just going for the hard knockdown. You should not try to go for LA training that often, because you're liable to whiff.
And you don't get anything off it at mid-screen.
Pretty much. General. Yeah. I think it
Can't
looks like
combo off sweeps that aren't OTG. That'll never work.
can only. Whoa! Crossover. Why is Big Man so big?
So earlier, I believe in the previous sets, I mentioned the Purple Bounce. That's OTG. If you guys aren't familiar with OTG, I highly recommend you look it up. It's on the Skullgirls wiki. Is kind of an interesting concept if you're not... I mean, it sounds simple on paper, but it can get pretty complicated. It's like, basically, when they're in a knockdown state, you can still combo them at least once. When they bounce purple, you can hit them with the sweep and still combo, because sweeps don't restand. That's the only time you can convert off a sweep.
I'm playing the rock, paper, scissors. Oh, there it is.
Wow, not shaking after hit confirming with the DP. That's actually really smart. Well done, Dry Eyes. I think we've told you this several times. Or maybe this was one of those things where you always had it right. Like one of those really impressive things.
Blocks, got blocks, don't put blocks up.
If you do a block string and commit to it with big bands, and you don't know what to do, just run, or just E-break.
E-break or end it in light brass. Light brass is safe. It's -5 on block.
Oh, almost. Oh man, stand hard. Kind of spooky. Bump shot. Ah, the rock, paper, scissors. Ba, ba, bip, ba, ba, ba.
Oh, wow.
Ba, 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 bip. Oh no. Level 3. You could have parried that. You would have lived.
So pass, this is something that's like a little bit more on the intermediate side, but you're doing a lot of your resets with a very slow overhead. You can do mid-string resets and it'll probably be a lot more effective. You have 2 command normals, forward light punch and forward heavy punch. Is it forward heavy punch or back heavy kick? I think I'm thinking back heavy kick.
Back heavy kick or something.
Yeah, back heavy kick is the is another overhead that you can do. So you don't have to like finish a string, then jump, and then do some like fancy overhead. It's actually pretty slow to do that. Parasol has some of the best mix game in Skullgirls. So
Yeah, she does.
yeah, looking at some dirtier stuff.
Yeah, forward medium punch, got forward low punch. Good overhead lows.
Yeah. I think Mr. or Mrs. Pass is very okay with the name Pass.
Oh man, they're so okay they're not playing. Heck.
We got to tap back into Skullgirls.
Oh man.
Nice blocks. I respect that.
Oh, oh my god.
Pass, another thing I want to see out of you is doing more push blocks, because in both those block string approaches from Big Band, you could have pushed them away and then started playing your own game. You have a lot more space control than Band does, surprisingly. Because a lot of Band space controls are really slow and heavy. Makes them punishable. They're also not disjointed, unlike you.
You have a literal sword. Pretty much right there.
SWAT characters.
It's just catching so many times. Bah. Oh man, would have comboed if you were slightly closer, but
Yeah, so like, that was a perfect example. When you did that block string there and you went into a crouching hard punch, instead if you went into back hard kick, you would have done an overhead. You at least would have gotten a mix. You would have been unsafe either way, and either one is cancelable into light tier shot to make it safe.
Yep. Those who don't know about frame advantage, light tier makes you forever plus. It means you always have advantage with light tier.
Yeah. In fact, if people are push blocking, you have to actually push block before it even gets to the hard. Otherwise, you won't be able to really get out of the pressure. It's kind of deceiving. Playing Parasol is a very unique experience. Specifically playing against Parasol. Oh, interesting. I don't know if that's safe. Does that work? Can you crouching medium punch into a grab and that's like a real mix-up?
Two grab?
What's crouching medium punch's frame data? Like I don't actually. Same.
Oops.
I want to say on block, it's as slow as brass. So I think like -5, -6.
Oh, okay. Then it's not a real mix. And then I don't know why Pluvias got kind of hit by it. Reminder: if you want to avoid grabs, you can just jump because grabs are only affect people on the ground, except for anti-air grabs like Big Band's A-Train, or air grabs. But grounded grabs can only work if you're standing on the ground. Throughout the 4 frames of jump startup, which makes no sense to you, don't worry about the frame data. During the frames of jump startup, you're actually completely grab invulnerable. So if you just hold up, you can get out of almost any grab. There's a technique called neutral hopping that I'm not going to focus on because right now you can just focus on chicken blocking because that's something you guys aren't doing. If you hold up and back, you'll jump and backwards and also be blocking while you're doing that. And unlike a lot of other fighting games that are team fighting games, while you're chicken blocking, you can you're blocking. Like you're not vulnerable. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of games where jump startup is vulnerable, like DBFZ and I think MVC3, right?
Yes, and Unist.
And Eunice. I did not know that about. Yeah, I totally knew that about Eunice. I relearn it every single time I play.
As do I. Still can't get used to it. Heck. I was incorrect. On the first hit on block is -2.
First hit on block is -2, which turns your grab into an 8-frame move, which is jab punishable by Parasol just barely.
Just barely, yeah.
Okay, so it's not a real thing. It was just really funny it worked. But it's also really hard for Parasol to punish it. She has like 1 or 2 frames to do it without a buffer.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. It's basically trying to punish the second hit of Blitzer.
More easily, Parasol can just pillar. That's the more important part.
Oof, give me.
Speaking of pillar, I don't see any pillars.
There's a lot of moments where he gets just pillared. Oh man. Get those JMK loops. Gotta get those JMK loops in there. Ba, bit, bit, ba.
No DP to convert.
Yeah, you need DP to convert that DP friend. Oh no! Sort of impressive. DP. Oh!
What a read!
That was the real Nyx. Just stand there. Stardust. That's punishable. Taking forward actually would have made more sense there.
Because that whip-standing hard kick was obviously supposed to be a heavy A-train. We talk about this every stream. You gotta be real careful about throwing out those heavy A-trains in neutral, man.
Super careful. It's like... There's only so many times you can read a jump before you get pulled.
How did I cross it?
Oh man, not now. Good cancel though. Oh, I need another stand hard punch to really make that viable. Confirms? No, confirms. Giant step. Give me a hit. Level 3. He's alive.
Bop, bop, bop.
Stardust.
Oh, so close. They did an H
Giant
bash.
step. There it is.
Oh,
Never mind. No confirm to SSJ. Level 3!
Reminder that after heavy breath, you can go into SSJ, and in that situation would have killed. So I guess my advice to you is watch your opponent's health bar, because you could have won. You were right there.
Yeah.
Alright, that's 3 games, well won by the players. Good stuff. And it was actually pretty back and forth. I kind of liked it. A lot of you guys need to work on a bit of a neutral. I think Poopy Ass is a little bit better neutral, and they just need to be a little bit more aware of when they can use specials to take advantage of their situation. And Dryas is using specials too much. You gotta just play a little bit of neutral and throw out some normals. It's kind of weird to say this, but take some notes from Confidence's play when they just kind of only used neutral buttons. It was technically a good thing. Their reason for only using neutral buttons was a bad thing, but the fact that they only focused on using buttons that were not necessarily going to put them into an unsafe situation is a good thing. Staying safe is extremely important in a team fighter. Doesn't necessarily carry over to other fighting games, but in other non-team fighter fighting games. But right now, team fighters are the flavor of the century. I don't know. Didn't we have like 1 year where like 3 different team fighters came out?
Anyway.
Yes, we did. I think that was actually at the start of 2018, wasn't it?
Yeah, what was it? That weird KOF one that's kind of creepy. Then there's
the weird KOF one came out.
Yeah, then there's DBFZ.
Yeah.
Then
didn't Eunice also come out? Like
Eunice isn't a
week
team
after?
fighter.
Oh no, not team fighter, right?
Cross tag.
Cross Tag came out.
Cross tag.
And this year the Power Ranger game is gonna come out. Like it's just
Yeah.
it's a lot of
It's
team
already
fighters.
out, I think.
Is it already out? Because everyone keeps
Or
saying
is
it's
it
like I can't
alpha?
wait to get it on Switch.
I think it's an alpha or something.
Oh, okay. Can you download
I
it
know
in
people
alpha?
are labbing it.
I've seen like tech come out. It's just usually people finding infinites like a week before they're patched.
Yep.
Heck.
They're all really dumb infinites. They're like the Jesus infinite.
Wasn't it the Tekken SNK Girl Fighter thing that also came out?
Tekken? No, there was the King of Fighters creepy team fighter. But that's SNK.
Is it?
SNK Heroines is I think.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's King of Fighters.
Okay. Ah, I understand.
Yeah.
The SF versus Tekken.
What you also need to understand is that we're moving on to the intermediate bracket. I'm gonna go ahead and get Hydra in here, and I believe Training Wheels volunteered to go ahead and fight him.
I think so. I think that it-
So, Training Wheels, if you're chilling, please go ahead and join our lobby. Where's Training Wheels? Not instantly available. Who's here?
There it is.
Hydra and Training Wheels, let's go.
There it is. Huzzah.
What if Street Fighter X Tekken? Street Fighter X Tekken existed, right? Tekken X Street Fighter doesn't.
Yes, that is not.
I mean, they keep saying it's still in production, and I don't know why. At this point, Tekken 7 is basically Street Fighter versus Tekken.
Yeah.
Just slap a Kuma in there.
Yeah, it's good enough.
It's kind of necessary. We have all the SF things in there now.
I
But
mean,
now
Elisa is
it's-
basically a Street Fighter character.
Yeah. Pretty much. Well, now it's like Tekken X is... Was it Tekken X Walking Dead? Whatever the heck it is.
Yo, people can hate me as much as they want. As much as I hate that Negan is in the game, Negan looks really cool. Not like to
looks really
play,
cool.
he just looks like a total badass when he fights.
He does.
He is.
He really is, though. His one-liners in the game are actually top tier.
He's in the game? Like the Walking Dead one?
What is wrong with your training mode?
What is wrong? It is cultured and filled with flavor. Someone made this for us, and I'm like, well, I can't just use this. This is brilliant. It's filled with memes.
I do like it. It's just not okay.
You got blocks, but you can't block forever. Also, if you decide to block forever and just keep holding the block, you're susceptible to grabs forever, and that's not a good thing.
Never feel comfortable blocking. Skullgirls is one of those games where pressure is so powerful that you honestly never want to end up in a situation where you're blocking anyway. Of course, being able to block is important. Don't get me wrong. In no game will you ever and never like end up in a situation where you're gonna never have to block. That sentence was really weird, but I think you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Defense is important. That being said, avoiding defense is the best offense.
Yeah. Or you can punish.
Can't die if you don't get hit.
Pretty much.
You're right.
And like that very legitimately applies in Skullgirls. What the fuck?
Oh my! Biggest hitbox in the world. Mike Z, why'd you do it?
Ayo, training wheels. As soon as butchers go out, just go with it. Don't
Yeah.
wait to see if it hits.
Yeah, you don't
Always gonna win.
just keep going.
Butcher's Blade is one of those special assists where, because you paid a little bit of meter for one of the best neutral moves in the game, you kind of, your opponent is kind of forced to respect it. What happened?
Nice grab. Nice grab. What is this video game with the autocorrect? What is going on? Oh my god, you should not be getting caught by those clones.
That's gonna miss.
It didn't work!
Yep. I am all too familiar with the height of which
Oh, just walk up butchers. Okay.
Respect
Lord.
butchers.
Respect the butchers.
When you cross over yourself, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. The butterfingers. Also true. Who opened the door? Who did it? It's more than a fiesta. We're beyond fiesta status now.
This is further beyond.
Target confirmed. Gentlemen and ladies, it's showtime!
Showtime. Drill is punishable. Try not to do that too badly.
Yeah. If you push block at the right moment, like, you know, not the last hit, you can punish Jill reliably because they won't be sent flying backwards.
Yeah. Oh, ooh.
What?
Most people actually don't do that kind of combo these days. Oh man, you went for the grab? Can you try for the grab?
Don't get cocky.
The box. Okay. And all these raw JHKs, you need to be super careful because you're tossing out a hurt box. So if the opponent catches you with the anti-air, it's kind of spooky. Whoa, we're just going. We're just going. He was very impatient with the sky.
I've never seen a fireball miss like that.
That happens a lot in the corner, actually. Only because it's L-ball as well. Nice one, man.
Oh, staggering that heavy. Land canceling into that overhead. That was like really good.
Woo! Shots in face. Oh, man. Elvis. Rip.
Alright, I think the number one thing I have to say here, I shouldn't have to say this because it's an intermediate bracket. Stop dropping your B&Bs.
Yeah.
Stop.
You gotta be consistent about this. Also, Sand Hard Punch times 2 is very unsafe on block. Let's see when I get them.
We've seen a lot of funny interactions this set so far. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that you guys are dropping and confirms. Stop dropping confirms. Okay, there we go.
Not allowed.
I want to see
That's
240.
not a
Come
thing.
on, friend.
240 combo. Can we get one?
It's 240 on Dizzy, man. It's not that much.
There's a grab. Out of the corner, why? We lost all the pressure we had. That's punishable.
Blocking.
There's a
Oh,
lag
man.
there.
What? That didn't hit. That's a big old hitbox.
Okay,
There it is. Oh my god.
is what I would say.
Oh my god.
We American, we low.
Confirms. Are in the corner. Sweet.
Okay. Alright.
Alright. Too early. Way too early.
Another thing I'm gonna tell you guys to keep an eye on is meter. Shouldn't have to say this at this point, but
Ah!
that kills. That's funny. I like that. Yeah, but you guys have plenty of reasons to be using meter. It's 2v2. There's a lot of things you can do, like DHCing to make your character safe. There's a lot of things you can be using, like meter, just to get a little bit of extra damage at your end of your B&B if you could finish one. But it's important not to be stuck on 5 meter, because that's all that meter build that you would get after 5 meter, you're not going to get it. So unless you're going for a specific set play, which you guys are definitely not doing, that requires 5 meter, I highly recommend you guys keep a very, very close eye on opportunities where you could be using meter. You shouldn't use meter just because, obviously, but there are definitely opportunities where you could be using meter that you're not taking advantage of.
Yeah.
I'll try to point them out in the upcoming match, if I see any.
Especially for Fuqua.
Yeah, for Fuqua you could do like command grab as part of your resets, and then you need meter to convert off of it.
Yeah, fireball.
Or with Parasol you could do more pillars and then just have meter to do cars right after.
Yeah.
Cars.
Pseudo save. It's cars now.
It's cars.
Upgraded.
Karzoda!
Oh man.
Yeah, sure.
That's not safe.
Pillar! Spike guy! That's what I'm talking about!
That's the one. Hey.
There we go. Good job.
But reset. Nice.
Low just did not believe.
Hey, over.
So here's the thing so I know a lot of players who come over from Smash don't understand this. But you gotta be a lot more deliberate with your buttons. When you press buttons, just assume it's gonna hit. If you don't think it's gonna hit, then you shouldn't have pressed that button in the first place.
Pretty much.
You gotta commit and give
gotta
yourself
commit.
like 2 buttons to see what happens, like visually.
You have to commit you have to commit and believe in your hit confirm.
And don't get me wrong, there are situations where you obviously want them to block a button, like, or a standing light punch, so you can go into a low throw mix-up. But that's a very deliberate choice, right? You can't just press a button and then do a tier toss for no reason.
Yeah. And this looks like he's just trying to learn Parasol matchup because he doesn't look like he knows what to do.
It's one of my favorite things. I out-neutraled Penny in a Parasol versus Parasol play. Feels good.
I really like that Parasol palette.
Hey, parry. See, that's not safe. That could have been easily punished. That makes no sense to do that. That was also punishable. You could have just returned Sniper. Would have been fine. And of course, we have to deal with the raw tag. And that's also just a minus of trying
Something
to...
you can do if you do want to raw tag against like Parasol or Peacock, try to raw tag into a tier.
Yes.
Then you can't get punished.
Yes, it actually makes you safe.
That's what I do against Peacocks. I always try to raw tag into a George,
Same.
and then I block right after.
It's pretty good.
Zhaozin, thank you. The stage is fantastic. It was made for us by one of our fans. One of our participants. It's a cool dude.
Zero Legia.
Cool dude.
Which is now banned from Get Great because they made the stage.
I think they... Nah, I shouldn't say that on stream.
I'll keep it peachy.
Well played by both these players. There's a lot of information said. That game of 3 went pretty quickly. So... Only caught at the end of it, but I saw you do good, so congrats. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
The only thing I want to say yeah to now is getting Chemical Tatami and a real robot into our lobby. Man, that was a stretch. I'm out of practice.
Chemical Tatami versus a real robot.
So Chemical Tatami is interesting. They have 3 hours on Skullgirls. They're intermediate though. But then I looked at their profile and I noticed that they play 5 billion fighting games. So I wouldn't be surprised if they in 3 hours they picked up Skullgirls nice and easy. And they also might be playing on PS4.
Okay, they got some experiments.
Yeah, they got. It's one of those weird exceptions that I'm actually kind of excited to see how well they do. If they struggle a bit, then we'll see where we want to put them. Maybe I'll put them a little bit lower in the intermediate bracket, or might have to recommend they go to beginners in general. I kind of want to see what they can do. I really hope they're here, though, because I really want to see them play. All right, Robot's here, ready to go. Let's see if we can find their opponent. Give me a hot minute. Last online 11 hours ago. Oh. Damn.
Heck.
I'm sad now.
Yeah,
I was actually really hoping to see them play. I mean,
Vampire Savior, Eunice, Skullgirls, DBFC. Heck. So sad. It's the worst time. What?
Yeah, and I don't know what they're called in Discord. Tried. I made an attempt. Oh well, next time. In that case, anybody want to fight Robot?
Open lobby. He wants to do it.
Yo-Yo says he can fight Robot.
Okay.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Oh, someone else? Valkyrie says he could fight.
Valkyrie's EU.
Valkyrie's-
I'd rather give him an NA connection. I feel like I give him an EU connection a lot. He also fought Valkyrie last week.
Let's see who's a person.
I mean, I guess our only remaining matchup is Yo-Yo, so we could.
Yeah.
No, we do have Valkyrie versus Zephyr. That's true.
Yeah, Valkyrie versus the bars thing that's happening.
I'll be
that
back
one's
in a bit.
poofed, right? Let's see. Is the wildebeest gone? Did they poof?
Wildebeest is still not here. They were MIA for like 8 hours.
Yeah. Heck.
Let's see.
What?
Let's see. Alright, JP, I'll leave it to you to try and find him. In the interest of keeping things going, I'm gonna go ahead and fight him.
Okay. Let's see. What?
Oh wait, I fought him last week too because I had to split the matchup. Damn. I would like someone else to fight Real Robot.
You think we get? I want to see some. Perhaps it's Hydra. Dango Hydra. Get him back in here. He's
Sure.
got some good old blocks. I feel like he could stand a chance.
Let's do that. Hydra, hop in here. Hydra or pass, actually. I think either one of those
Hydra or
players if they're
pass.
sticking around.
Yeah. But my full health character. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. If you're trying to save your character, and then you toss in a full health character, that character's probably gonna go down to the same health level with the character you're trying to save. So it's kind of counterintuitive.
It's like you're running away from a zombie apocalypse, and then you, the way you gotta get away is you betray your best friend by tripping them. Like, that's basically what you're doing when you raw tag like that.
Yeah.
Like, did you live? Sure, but was it worth it? No.
Let's see.
Are either of those players still around? This is,
Where's
Pass
the
or, Hydra? Go ahead and add them on Discord.
Okay. Flopped them. I think on Discord it's Hydra. Like an X or something. That's one.
It's Hydra X.
Yeah, that's one. Sweet.
All right.
Cool.
That worked out nicely. No, that's not a good comparison. I love the idea of just people being like, no, you're wrong.
It's like cutting off your leg to try and distract a wild animal that's trying to kill you.
But it's good because then you lived.
Well, sort of.
If you don't have a leg, are you really alive? Wow, JP, I didn't know you thought like that.
Well, I mean, if you're cutting off your leg, you're also dealing with the idea of potentially attempting to cauterize the leg. And if you have no means to cauterize the leg, then you're just left bleeding out.
So cutting off your leg to try and distract a wild animal is trying to kill you. I mean, raw tagging usually gets you heavy punished and then snapped back with the character you try to save.
And then immediately he probably dies. Yeah.
Yeah, but then at least they had to spend a meter for it. If they're one hit away
Yeah.
from dying, I would honestly say that's worth it.
Yeah. Let me see.
Wait, is Dry
that's
DNA
like-
in the lobby? I didn't even know.
Oh man. Oh, PBGC. Oh, that's much better. Bob the Fuqua. Yeah. You'd have came down with a button actually at that point. Wow. I just confirmed that button. Oh,
Ooh,
hey,
Kara
nice
canceled
job.
the second hit of standing hard punch. That's unfortunate. Back to Zimby kids.
Bam. Oh, the raw tag. Oh god. That was personal. You should not have let him do that. That's the one. There you go. Tell him it's not safe. Interesting. What is that? Ugh. I don't think there was a good reason to actually full combo that. Nice. You made yourself safe. That's pretty good. As a Philly, you probably shouldn't be backing up, in fact, because you have advantage over here against Fuqua, unless Fuqua's trying to do a crouch mini punch or crouch hard punch to be able to anti-air you from your dash hits and stuff. But like, you have pressure advantage typically, because the faster character.
Fuka honestly really doesn't have that many defensive options.
She does not. It's really hard, and any defensive option that she actually has is very risky to take.
Usually doesn't matter because it's always her turn, but nonetheless, it's like
Blah, 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 blah.
you gotta push for that win condition. Your win condition is to start being in his face.
No! If he level 3'd, he would have been fine.
Ooh, robot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm sad.
Actually, jumping like kick, but yo, you are absolutely onto something. So instant hair dash, as the game likes to call it, was jumping instant air dash into hard punch. It looks cool, and the game even tells you to do it. It's not good. Do instant air dash jumping like kick instead. It's worse for counter hits, and it's worse for air to air. But in every other scenario, it's just better. It's more likely to get you hits. It's more confusing. It's more ambiguous. It's faster, safer, so on and so forth.
Pretty much, yeah. JLP, if you want, if you really want to go for those serious overhead confirms. But JLK is just kind of better overall. You just gotta be careful that you don't lick the button, which happens. Oh man. Interesting.
Oh, nice use of Sweep to dodge the tier and canceling into Hair Drill. That was actually smart intentionally, or like, there's a smart intent. A little bit better on the spacing, but other than that, like, that was pretty good. Another thing you might want to be remembering is like you have super jump. Like you can super jump air dash, and it'll be fast, and you'll be able to approach without being shut down by tier.
True. Man. We'll call it Fuqua assist a lot too. Oh, level 3. Oof, ouch.
That sucks.
Whoa. Oh, we went for the reset. No, he's still back. Okay. You can't get anything off of this. That was a good neutral half. Oh my god. Nice. For sure. I'm super out of there. Oh. Get out of there. Nicely done. Oh man. Oh, rip.
Oh.
That's why you don't do that. Can't confirm off of that reliably. Nice. That was a good mix. Do it again. That's the one.
Yes.
He's not expecting it. Nicely
Yes.
done. Hey, we're in there.
You guys don't know how.
Hey, he got the mix down.
You guys don't know how proud I am.
blend.
I was talking with Robot
Oh,
today, and I told him
I'm so
exactly
happy.
that he needs to do that more.
Yeah, dude.
I was like, just do this, and
He got the
was
mix
like,
down.
"Alright."
Legit, it will work. It's
Good job.
it's the ambiguous 50-50, man. It's so good.
I'm like, why wouldn't you just do this? And I just kept on showing him like you just do that all day.
Yeah, dude, just do that all day.
And I
Do it
told
until
him,
it doesn't
I want to
work.
see you do cross up heavy kick because he never did it to me, and he just did it.
You don't do it. You do it until it doesn't work twice. If it doesn't work once, they're gonna think, "Aha! I beat it once." Now they're not gonna want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, no. You do it till it doesn't work twice.
And something I was telling him is, if you know like your options off a reset, and you're like, oh, they'll always block low, I should go for an overhead. You should, even if it doesn't work, you should always be willing to do an option that's different, just to show your opponent they have to think about more than you doing an overhead after that specific reset every time. So like if they see you put you in a situation where you know they're gonna reset, you have to like show them you're willing to grab to or something like that.
True. Hey, nice. Oh, no, confirm something. Like a load. Oh. Oh, almost. What did she assist? That's punchable. Oh, that's all. Nice.
Yes!
Nice. Yes.
I told him that.
That's the
My
facade.
boy.
Literally the facade.
Like that one little anime wife where it's like, "That's my boy. I raised him." And it's just like a picture of Eunice.
You
know
ever
what I'm
watch
talking about?
Hercules and
Oh,
you look at the stars and
oh.
like, that's Phil's boy. That's you.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, no
Almost.
blocks.
That could have been a good bait. Ah, almost converted off that. That would have been so good.
Ah, nice.
Standing medium kick would have worked.
Ah,
Hell
feeling
yeah,
it.
DHCs are wonderful. See, that would have been great if they still had a third character or something, because that would have let you safely get in Cerebella and let Philly heal in the background. So good intent. Robot played really well there. I respect
Really
that.
well. It's massive improvement right there.
Yeah.
GG's.
Good job, Robot.
Has anyone ever played the Flash game Give Up Robot? I fucking love that game.
I feel like I have. Nope.
It's a really, really good game. It's like a, it's one of those hard platformers where it's like Super Meat Boy, where you're like supposed to die a billion times. It's like it was like one of the earliest ones of those, but it's like the only one I enjoy. It'll also give you a seizure though, so don't play it if you have epilepsy.
Oh, you're right.
I played a game called like something, I forget exactly what it's called, but it was something like you can't beat this or you'll never beat this. And I beat it, and then I ended up like knowing exactly what each level did. And I was like, yeah, you did things, boy.
You did
Remember I
things.
told you, just do
You
the
did
things and they'll work.
Yeah.
Wow, crazy. If you do things that
Put it in
work, it'll work.
Yeah.
If you listen to me, and you'll do things.
But you've never done before.
Whether you want to or not.
Pretty good.
Alright.
Whoever
What I
eating
do
boys-
want is Valkyrie versus Zephyr. Up in the lobby next. Zephyr is already ready to go. They've been waiting all day.
Oh man.
They're excited. Valkyrie, where you've been? Where you been?
Where you
Where
been?
you at?
Man, I'll take that one out of context, Hydra. So, it's like,
Man, I'm cleaning my room after this is done. Too much crap everywhere.
oof, I feel that.
There's literally like melted ice with a hint of old coffee.
Oh god.
Blech. Does not taste good.
Old coffee.
Valkyrie is on their way.
So how about that weather?
It's apparently very hot where Hydra is.
It's surprisingly sunny out here. Heck.
It's fine. I don't know. It's like really hot in my room. It's like I turned the heater off and the temperature just keeps going up. Oh.
Oh god.
I guess it must be
Icy.
hot outside. I didn't really check, but
Heck.
either that or my body's radiating heat faster than the outside can chill it. Has been under 50 all week, so I don't know.
Yeah. Strangely weird weather. I don't know how to feel about this. Ugh.
Yeah, get in there. Go fight him. The sooner this is over, the sooner I'll clean my room.
That's a lie.
It's not too hot where I am. Probably like 73.
Oh man.
I had I knew a handful of people who pronounced that as Valkyrie.
Valkyrie?
Valkyrie?
They're no longer my friends.
Oh god. Valkyrie. Oh man. Hit him with it. That up back though. So much up back. Holy heck. Oh, no confirms. Okay. Over here. Oh!
Ooh!
Interesting. What the? Hit him with the witches.
Oh, too early.
Too fast, a little low.
Oh, he's jumping.
So
If he's
much.
jumping, you're grabbing.
Ah!
Ooh!
Ah!
Ooh!
Spooky. All these buttons. Spiral flare. Already up back.
Alright, just do your B&B. Just do your
Bah,
B&B.
bah.
No, not that
Oh
way!
no! He dashed backward. He hit with the rock.
Why are there two Elizas? That's illegal.
The same color.
Yeah, give him the spooky!
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's it.
And
The
keep
dead.
finishing B&Bs.
Skadoosh.
Hey.
That's
Skadoosh.
my name.
Why would you just waste the bar?
Wait. Wait.
Stop. No burst.
There's a burst bit you could do after that. Do
Yeah.
jump back, jumping light kick, and air dash backwards into light punch in the air.
We're good. No confirms. What?
Get that flubber.
No,
Oh.
oh. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, okay. We're dead.
Yes,
Hold on.
I am rich. We'll be right back
Heck.
after these messages.
Eh.
It's very strange confirms, I would say. Buttons that just go to the buttons. I understand. Everyone, Valkyrie sold my Eliza color. That's fine. It's like when Mayor of Earth would always complain when that I took his color, quote unquote.
On guard. Gentlemen and ladies, it's
Deep, do it. Just jump hard punch. Birthday. Oh. Oh, no first. Birthday again. Up, boop, bow.
Oh,
Ah,
should have
use
done
that
light
button.
punch.
Oh my god.
Wow.
No, too far away. Up forward and again bopped. Go for it. Why wouldn't you just keep the corner?
Because we're gonna kill. Oh, too late.
No, we're just gonna drop it. And then kill. Perfect opportunity to DP. Win the comeback. You're missing shenanigans. That's what you're missing. That nougat. It's a Penumbra. It's kind of going. It's there's a lot of shenanigans right now happening between you boys. That's what's happening. Right? That's the stream. The state of the stream anyway. All right, the DP. Wow. Ah. Okay. Oh man.
It's getting real spooky up
Oh
in here.
my god. another DP.
Oh, almost. close
Another
enough.
DP.
Okay. All right, buddy.
I think we're just going. We missed it. We up forwarded into getting popped by Forest. No, they didn't block. That's an overhead. Oh, up by JLK, no confirm. That's punchable. Ah, man. PVGC. All right then. Well. That just happened. Valkyrie, it's done. Valkyrie's done. It's over, friend. As a last baguette, there's a last baguette. I mean, a lot of combos were completed. A lot of drops though. But for Zepar, you need to get your combos unlocked because you did way more dropping than I thought you would. It's like, woof. Those are some very strange confirms. Combo consistency. Go into that training room. Hit up that lab. Practice combo 10 times in a row.
Yeah. General rule of thumb: if you do your B&B 10 times in a row, you're pretty good. Can't practice until you can. Woo! Hey, you found us. You can also find us by typing exclamation mark. Yeah, I don't know, is it GG8 Get Gr8? Get GR8? No. Exclamation mark GG8?
Welcome.
No, exclamation mark. I honestly don't know. Is it not Get Gr8? I thought it was Get Gr8. I could do GG8 Chad. That, I mean, that technically works.
Well, yeah, technically that works. That takes it to the same place pretty much.
Whatever. You can also find us like that. There's a million ways to find us.
Yeah.
Alright. You got Yo-Yo. Wants to fight Yo-Yo.
What's the hip the yo? Pleasure. Fight the yo.
Pleasure, fight Yo-Yo.
Yo will need the
Come here,
experience.
buddy.
Can't confirm.
Come here, Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo could beat me.
Pete, what does that mean?
I don't know. This smack me.
PDCM?
Give me that West Coast ping, buddy. Oh yeah, 66. The good stuff. Hold up.
Pleasure, Dat, Cuts. Mind.
What was it? What? Oh, God, what was that?
Please don't curse me.
Please don't curse. I understand. Please don't curse. Well,
I'm probably
so you're gonna
go.
get cursed with the round start because you're gonna get hit with.
He's
the,
just gonna dive kick 10 times. Gonna hit me
Yeah,
every
I mean
time.
pretty
That's what
much.
happens.
But you could just hit him with the Bella Ban unblockable, so that's fine. Oh my God, DP, just do it. Okay, that's fine. Oh, but. Oh, nice. 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 Into the. Oh, no, not the last one. Nice. Get that meter.
Oh,
Counter hit. Press some buttons. Put into the corner.
he's gonna go for an overhead.
Yeah,
He's
yes.
gonna drop it.
No, she's looking up. There's the overhead though. Give it the fuzzy. You just hit him with that? A rip? Yeah, that's a trip guard hit right there.
Who's Becca's the buttons is 2019. That burst baits only.
Oh, hit him with it. Nice. Good delay. Just need the one bar. Bam. Nice. Yeah, because he went for the grab. You can see it in his eyes. Oh, rip.
Oh, you could have.
Oh,
that.
no.
Oh, that grab though.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna 50-50 it. Yo, yeah, you know the best mix is no mix. Also butchers, you gotta be careful with butchers.
Oops.
Oh, whoops. Oh man. Did you hit him with the honky tonk? I believe this.
Ooh!
Oh no!
I messed up.
That's much
I knew it. That was the bad DP too.
That
Just
was the
reached
bad
far
TP.
A number of
The
says,
DP
Legend
is
team
for
does a
grabs.
disgusting amount of damage, to be honest. How much
Yeah, I
damage
could
do your team
kill in
do?
one reset.
I can kill him one
If I get my good Bella mid screen, it does like 9.7 if I go to the corner, which it pretty much always does. Because it's almost impossible not to get it to the corner if it's mid screen. But my team does a ton of red health, so if people can keep switching against me, then it really hurts.
Yeah.
Time for your curtain call. Oh god.
Target confirmed.
Someone take.
And the dinner. Oh man. Okay. Oh man. Hit him with it. Oh, the mix up. Get him stolen later, Frank. Just when you know. And Penny said.
Say what?
Oh,
Yeah, you're
nice.
getting stolen
Nice.
later. That's what Penny said.
My wait, where? You're stealing
That's
me
a
later.
nod.
Yeah, all right, that's fair.
Oh! Ah, no confirms. Oh, hit him with it. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, nice, nice. Good. Hit him with it.
Meter.
Bonk.
Get me the heck over here.
Meter, meter. Nice, nice, nice. Oh. Oh, rip!
No, yeah.
See that
Be able to
50%
kill.
combo. Oh, that link only works if you do finish building the charge.
Bah, bah.
And the charge takes an RNG amount of time, anywhere between 57 to 63 frames. Squiggly's such a good character.
Man, we get to build the bar as well? Nice.
Pleasure, I highly recommend you go into the lab and make sure you can do your B&B
Nice,
10
nice.
times in a row.
Hey, whoa, buddy.
Rip,
What are you gonna do?
Rip, rip. It's a bell. Yeah. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Hit him with the class.
Oh my god, it is a classic now. It's been 2 years since that mix-up's been around.
Yeah, dude.
That's so wrong.
Ba 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 boo.
Player one wins. I've got a message for you. Roll camera and
Gosh, let me see it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, this is. Oh man, the program.
That's called being downloaded.
Yeah. Oh man, that's fastball. Oh, nice.
2 games, we're running on Windows 95, but Windows 95 still downloads.
Hold the Z. Hold this. Oh man, try to bop these. This understandable. Hold that. Hold that.
Like that.
Okay.
Mono talk do that.
Confirms almost. Wah! Wah! Oh, man. Oh. Nice.
Whoa!
GLP no confirms. No confirms. Oh god. Birthday. Bonk.
Spaghetti everywhere.
That's a lot of spaghetti, yeah. The lice is down. Oh,
You
you're
got
dumping it.
Ouch!
Put him out. The grab though. Oof. Oh, man.
Oh shit. The mental frame advantage.
You're
Right
gonna
there.
get bit. Hold that.
Alright,
Yeah.
time for the biggest Bella comeback.
The biggest bell. Gotta see it. Oh,
Yeah,
rip.
no, you're not gonna do that.
Oh
No, rip.
I thought that was, I thought
That's
he,
not-
Heavy counter hit.
I
Heavy
thought
counter
that was
hit. Yeah.
PGC.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, no, you weren't about to make the biggest comeback against Squiggly.
No,
That's unfortunate.
not like that, no.
The biggest
Yeah.
comeback against the littlest Squiggly. Alright, that's 3 games. Good shit. Now I'm gonna go to the lab and pretend I know how to do set play. So give me a hot second.
Okay.
Alright, this Yo-Yo, this one's for you. This is... So Yo-Yo's asking, what the heck is set play? So set play can be described as a flowchart, where at any situation you know exactly what button you need to hit confirm with, and depending on which button you hit confirm with, how many hits you need, how many resets you need to kill, how many meters you'll need to kill, so on and so forth. It's a very, very elaborate flowchart. It starts off as really dumb and simple, and then expands to being extremely complicated. So I'm going to start off with something extremely simple, because I'm bad.
In simple terms, it's something where you're always going to be put in a situation where you have to guess, and even if you know what's could happen, it doesn't mean you'll be able to block it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or,
that's just a
putting
good mix-up.
somebody in that situation.
That's
But,
just
like,
kind of a
the-
good mix-up.
That play aspect is like it's set. You can't like do anything to get out of it most of the time.
Yeah. So, like,
Oh, what the hell, JP?
What the
Why isn't it
heck,
working?
man? What's that? Should we just sneak along?
I want Bellamir's.
alright, so here we are. We have, let's just say I'm in a situation where I'm right here. I'm against the Peacock. Peacock's blocks wrong. I'm gonna go low. And I have 3 meter, I notice. And I know that Peacock has full health. In this situation, what would I do? Oh, I actually messed it up already. Alright. Let's see if I can actually get it once. I cannot get it once. Why do I hate my life? Do 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 do.
Bra.
What are we trying to do?
I'm trying to start off with a very simple example of set play. Alright, I can't do it. I'm just bad. Either of you guys have a set play that you guys can show off?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, actually.
I
Alright,
think
here's
JP
one.
would have a better example with Fuqua.
My
than I
Bifukua
could.
double thing is like no, it's consistent set play that I have.
Okay.
Pretty much hasn't evolved over the course of.
It's okay, because JP and I can't play!
We can't
'cause
play
the
each
fucking
other. What
game isn't
happened?
working.
What's happening?
Incompatible.
I'm so
Because you play
sad right
Aggie
now.
Monster.
I'm so sad. I'm the saddest.
Just do a training lobby with JP, I guess.
Yeah, we'll have to.
And I'll do something.
Alright, well, what would have happened there is I would have killed Peacock. So I knew in that situation that I needed 3 meter, and from a light crouching light kick hit confirm, I can kill Peacock. That's a TOD, right? So that's not so particularly exciting. But now, what if I didn't have 3 meter? What would I do? Allow me to show you. Let's just say I had 1 meter. In that case, I would do... I fucked it up already. Why am I so... I go for this reset right here, and then from here, I can kill with 0 meter. I didn't even need 1 meter. I actually could have killed with 0 meter. And I need not to block. Why am I? Oh, because I don't have meter. I do actually need 1 meter. I lied. I'm crazy.
What?
So, like, I mean, I pressed the wrong button there, but in that situation, I would have killed with 1 meter. So the idea is, like, okay, cool. So now let's go back to this part right here. What if I hit on the front side? Would it change anything? No. Okay, cool. That part of the flowchart is done. So what if I go here, and I want to go for a burst bait instead? After the burst bait, would I have a reset to kill? Or how many resets would I need to kill? The answer is 0 more. So it's like the entire idea is just building up a flowchart. It makes more sense if I like draw it out and like make a video on it. But yeah, are you even here? Or actually no. Yes, you're here. Okay. So the idea is that okay, it's situational awareness and making a plan. I have 3 meter. I'm right in front of you. I hit you with a crouching leg kick. What do I need to kill? I need to do absolutely nothing besides finishing my BNB. What do I need to do if I have less than 3 meter and I need to kill? And I have punch charge. What if I don't have punch charge? What if my reset hits on the left side? What if it hits on the right side? Well, it's all this other stuff. You do have some things like that, but it's disjointed flowchart at best. So then connect the dots. I mean, it's easier said than done, obviously, but like, that's why vortexes are so useful. Sometimes you have to do completely different combos, and sometimes it's kind of disjointed, and sometimes you have to do completely different combos because it's the different set play options you have based on how much meter and how many resets you've optimized to. On top of that, you also want to have tons of different flows in your set play, just because you want to be able to condition your opponent over a set, right? What it's like, what if I went for a burst bait? What if I went for 2 burst baits and then I knew burst bait wasn't going to work again? How would I change my set play up? Or which flow would I follow? So JP, open up a training lobby. Let's get in there, and you can show off some shit.
Stop the play. Train. I've made the lobby.
I've joined the lobby.
Ooh,
I hope we don't have desync issues. They fixed that, right?
I hope. I would think. I felt like that was the case when they did the last patch. Also, I guess since Skullgirls getting released again, could like just patch it again.
Yeah, I don't know. But do you need anything in particular? I don't know what characters your stuff that works on.
It works on pretty much everybody. It's in particular matters. Just have to account for different timings and stuff, but that's not really that big of a deal. The Fuku double rundown. This is a lot of people don't know how to play against this. But my set play account for is basically this. And this is where my mix gets started. This is a carryover from pre-Grand Beta 2016, when M Shadow was really good, and you could basically 50-50 all day, and it wouldn't really matter because you accounted for certain different situations the opponent might encounter. So it's largely unchanged. So my set play usually just goes.
So how many resets do you need to kill from there?
From there, it's 3 resets to kill.
3 resets to kill, but you don't have enough undizzy to do that. So at least one of them has to be a burst bait, right?
Yeah, one of them always ends on the burst bait. and that's where like half of the conditioning starts with that. So because we have this, that's a burst rate right there,
That's
and that leads into an optional into an OS. So I'm okay. Normally you wouldn't do this, but I'm okay with playing at full NDZ most of the time as Fuqua. Because that's just me.
Yes. I hate playing at full and dizzy. I usually just try to make them burst
Yeah. It's just,
so that
I'm okay
will
with.
be in the corner still.
Yeah. So most of the time it'll be three resets and then one burst to kill. That's so if I go the normal optimal routes, which is like this stuff, it's lower on dizzy. And then I go to the normal stuff again.
Oh, squiggly too thin.
Yeah. So that's normally how my set play goes. The conditioning mostly happens at the this M shadow here. Because this is a 50-50 by itself. That's a mix by itself. That's a mix by itself. And they have to account for all of those situations. So
This is why
That's
vortexes are so
all.
awesome, and JP is kind of demonstrating that, because
Yeah.
vortexes, you can kind of get into them, or vortices, I don't know how you want to call them. You can get into them in lots of different ways, and once you're in there, you can do 6 or 7 different things. So depending on what order you want to do them in, you can change your flowchart really, really dynamically. In fact, you don't even have to really think about it, because no matter what order you do them in, it's probably going to be the same amount of resets to kill. That's what makes vortexes so powerful. In a lot of cases, that is not often true. Squiggly is one of those characters. You have ways around it with the standing medium punch vortex. Squiggly does have that. A lot of characters have it. A lot of characters also don't have it. But in general, it's like the idea of just having a flowchart. It's like always being aware on, okay, if I can hit confirm with these 3 buttons. Depending on which button I hit confirm with, this is how many resets I'll need to kill. It's that flowchart.
yeah. Same sort of thing with double here, because these two complement each other really well.
That looks like you probably only need 3 resets to kill, and one of them doesn't have to be a burst bait.
Yeah, one of them doesn't have to be in first bait, yeah. That puts you at full screen, and then from full screen you can just gain meter for days. One thing that is actually also kind of flowcharty, and nobody ever does this, to my knowledge, but doing this. Good old jail.
Yeah. So now that's a really interesting way of viewing flowcharts, because from there you have to think of it a little very differently, because it's no longer just like combos. Now you're thinking it's like, okay, depending if I was able to kill them or keep them in jail for 1 cycle versus 2 cycles versus 3 cycles versus 4 cycles, how long did it take them to get out of jail? Based on that, I would need to hit confirm with X, Y, or Z to kill them in under 2 resets or under 1 reset. And also, it depends on how much meter you have, right? You have to determine. It's like, do I want to put him in jail twice? That means I'm going to have 2 less meter. That means you also have to have 2 meter in the first place to put him in jail for that long. And your neutral, or your next phase in your flowchart will be completely dependent on how long they get stuck in that prison. So, be aware of that.
Yeah. The majority of the times, everybody's going to be down backing. I found that to be the case a lot of the time. And then they'll try to up back, which then you just catch with a Luger. The crazy part about this thing is that you can start off with 2 meter. You do this. This builds you meter. By the time that this puddle is gone, I get another puddle.
That builds you 2 meter.
That builds me meter, yeah. This builds me 2 meter.
It's meter positive.
It's meter positive.
If they stay in jail the whole time, but...
If they stay in jail for the majority of the time.
Oh, wait, that's not true. That's only if I'm not blocking, right?
What, building meter? Or...
Yeah, the meter thing.
Yeah, no, you build meter.
You
This
build
whole
2
thing-
meter if I block all that.
Oh, well, you build a meter. So, like, it's like a meter and like a quarter.
Hold on a second. Let me see this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna down back, make a puddle, and then...
Yeah.
build a meter. Oh, actually, I don't know if we're gonna be able to see that, because we're stuck at 5 meter. That's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
that's the other important thing.
Yeah, there's no really easy way to tell unless we go into the map
Yeah.
itself. That sucks. But I'll believe you for now. That
Yeah.
seems kind of crazy though. That Luger would build enough meter in just like 5 shots.
It's like the hard punch builds you the most on the meter.
But if I block each, hard punch doesn't give you any meter.
Blocking this?
If I block crouching hard punch, crouching hard punch would not give you any meter. Would it?
Yeah, it does. Like you see the way the meter thing flashes, it gives you meter.
Ah.
Yeah. Which is kind of weird. But this compared to this with drill builds you meter like mad crazy.
Okay. Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah. Do you have any other specific questions about
Yeah.
set play? Because if you're still not getting it at that point, I like literally just have to draw it.
Pretty much, it's really just one big old chart with different branching paths. It's kind of like after a while, you just kind of get used to it, and then you don't need the chart. You just kind of go into whatever, depending on the situation that you counter.
Yeah, some people have to do that. That's totally okay. Sometimes you just gotta write it out and draw it, or whatever you need to do. You gotta put in the work and figure out like in this situation. And then anytime you realize your set play fails in like a recording of your matches, it's like watch that match and be like, okay, what could I have done here to like route out a win in one less reset or something like that. Like you just kind of slow. It's like not something you just kind of plan out and then permanently keep. It's just something that grows over time. You have a vague idea and then you expand on it. Yeah, that's set play 101.
Pretty much.
I think that's enough for probably Get Gr8 for today.
Did we just same time?
Yeah. That was cute. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for Skullgirls Get Gr8. We go live every Saturday at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, etc., etc. If you guys have any questions, you can always find us on the Discord by typing !DISCORD into Twitch chat. Moobot will provide a link for you to join the Discord and ask us questions and just chill with other people who are participating. Yeah, so go ahead, relax, join us for some fun, and we'll see you all next week. And if you are practicing and want to see your practice applied in real time, we do host a tournament every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. It is Skullgirls Be Great. So that's always exciting. The fourth week of the month has a prize pool funded by yours truly. So yeah, stop on by for that. Sunday started 5 minutes ago here. Wait, really?
What?
Where are you? Crazy.